Welcome to another episode of Movie Reviews by Benjamin. I have my good friend here with me, Caleb Dixon. He's actually going to be helping me review the movie Pain and Gain. We just got out of the opening night premiere. Caleb, do you want to give us a little premise on what the movie was about?
Yeah, Pain and Gain takes place in 1994-95. It's based on a true story, which is pretty cool. Starts out, you meet the main character, Daniel Lugo, bodybuilder, but of course he wants more in his life than just lifting weights. And so that's where the story kind of starts to get all of its twists and turns, and you meet new characters. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson plays a pretty interesting character, to say the least. And so yeah, what did you think about it?
I thought it was a good film. Good acting on pretty much everybody's part. The Rock's part was a little different than what we're used to seeing him in. The Rock's kind of the type of person that you always want to see as the tough guy, and in this one he's kind of playing a little bit of a weaker character at first. Kind of something different that we're not used to seeing him in. But as far as Mark Wahlberg's performance, everybody else in the movie really enjoyed it. It was good to see Tony Shalhoub as the bad guy. This is the type of movie where everybody's a bad guy, and it's just the lesser of two evils, if you will. And with this one, you're really kind of rooting for one of the bad guys through the whole movie. And without giving away any spoilers, the ending's pretty shocking, and it does. In the second act of the film, it definitely does take a big turn. It's kind of a little bit more lighthearted humor, smash and grab at the beginning, and then actually turns into some pretty heavy crimes. What did you think about the music in the film?
The music, I enjoyed it. There was a lot of mainstream artists in there, not just like orchestra and all that, just plain Jane stuff. There was a lot of stuff, and it was all within the 90s range, so it wasn't stuff that you'd hear on the radio, today, coming out 2012, 13. So they kept with the time frame of the bands that were out at the time and the music, and so yeah, I think they did a good job with the music.
That's something else I want to kind of say too about the whole 90s thing is like you said, set in 94, 95. A lot of big throwbacks to then. There's a reference to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air being a current show. They also had, one of the guys was wearing a Spice Girls t-shirt. They had a brick cell phone that they were on, so it kind of was like funny to see throwbacks to that. Kind of definitely puts you in the time that the actual film is being made. So, well, overall, what do you think? 7 out 10 out of 1 to 10.
I'd give it a 7.5.
I'm gonna give it a 7. It's not something that I would say you have to see in the theater, but it is a film I would definitely say you need to experience. It's not something that blew my mind, but it is definitely worth the price of admission or the price of renting it when it comes out on DVD. So that's our review of Pain and Gain. Thank you to special guest Caleb.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be having more guests in the future, and of course, once we get up to 100 subscribers on our YouTube channel, we're going to have a contest. I'm really looking forward to that as well. So, folks, it was good seeing you, and we will see you next week at the midnight premiere of Iron Man 3. We'll be giving a video while we are waiting in line, maybe even interviewing some of the folks that are around us in line, and then, of course, a review afterwards. And I'll also have a special guest then as well. So, take it easy, and we will see you next week.